Hey friends, this is Dolany TV. You already hear bright and early this morning. The voice ain't working as we get set up to get today underway, obviously. Just a couple of things that need attention before getting to work this morning. The Oilers making some news last night. Obviously, Jim Matheson throwing out what he knows about Oilers training camp ahead of time. And then secondarily as well, the Oilers this morning rolling out some rather big news in their own right, mentioning new Hall of Fame members. We've discussed that over the past few weeks, I guess you could say. Some Oilers media insiders mentioning who might be in the Edmonton Oilers Hockey Hall of Fame. The announcement coming this morning. But before we cover that off, I want to get to obviously the news I missed last night. I was busy watching a good old Adam Sandler movie. If you've checked out the 2000, I believe, 6 classic Click, you know what I'm talking about. Peter, good morning to you as well as we're getting fired up here to get things started, friends. The Oilers mentioning, like I said, the Hall of Fame, so we'll get to that in a matter of moments. That's what's breaking this morning. But it was Sam Gagner and Connor Brown that were the big news last night. Obviously, I didn't get to it, and that's completely fine in my books. But Sam Gagner will not play in the regular season. He will only practice with hopes of earning a two-way deal or some kind of deal that'll allow him to go report to start his season in Bakersfield. This is obviously a very good piece of news for our Bakersfield Condors friends who really, really, really love Sam Gagner, who really, really love guys like Sam Gagner on the farm team, right? Brad Malone's filled a pretty big role down there for a couple years now, but Sam Gagner is a guy who I think absolutely fits what the Bakersfield Condors want, need, and will appreciate throughout the season as he tries to work his way back up to the NHL following the double hip surgery and now trying to get going with the Oilers this season. Obviously, right, you've now got it down. The roster goes down from Gagner, Sutter, Ernie, Lane Peterson, and Drake Kajula trying to earn contracts. You now go down to just, what, 4 or 5 of them, Raphael Lavoie in there as well. And now Sam Gagner kind of removes himself. We also got word that Connor Brown will not play back-to-back games in the preseason, but he will play games in the preseason. So another guy that was injured during the late stages last year had off-season surgery or mid-season surgery, I guess you could technically say. I don't know if you'd count that really though, and is now looking forward to trying to play game one against Vancouver with the Edmonton Oilers. So it remains to be seen how that all shakes out, obviously. And Sam Gagner, I think, will be a really interesting situation to keep updating you guys on this year. And two, don't forget that Bakersfield is kind of a hotbed for guys like this doing their thing, right? Sam Gagner coming up back from the Bakersfield Condors. You think about a guy like Brad Malone, as I said, who kind of disappeared for a while and then came back up last year, did it the year previous. So we'll see if Sam Gagner is that guy this year. And to mention too, the Hockey Hall of Fame doing their thing every what is it, June, I believe, May, June, somewhere in there. But the Oilers do their Hall of Fame every October, it seems. And this year we have the two newest inductees. It's Charlie Huddy and Doug Waite, who will be joining the members already inducted within the Edmonton Oilers Hall of Fame. I'd try and name them all, but I know they named like 6 guys and then added 2 guys after the fact. So we'll just not worry about trying to test my Oilers brain this morning. It's not even past 9 o'clock. I'm not even awake yet. You can already see my eyes aren't even open yet. So, but that's the big news this morning. Charlie Huddy, legendary Edmonton Oiler player, and Doug Waite in his own right, who to a generation of Edmonton Oilers fans is as legendary as most Oilers come, because Doug Waite was a guy that carried a lot of the weight, no pun intended, for Oilers teams that really sometimes had no business being where they were and facing the teams they were. So that's maybe more indicative of the teams they were facing than necessarily the Oilers teams themselves. But those were also during lean financial years for the Oilers. So got to remember, he did very well to go out there and carry himself and carry a team, a former captain and all that. And obviously an era I wish I would have caught, but I never caught the Doug Waite era in Edmonton, so that's unfortunate. But friends, that's really all I've got for you here this afternoon. That's so ingrained in my brain. This morning, this morning. My apologies. I'm going to get to drinking my coffee here. Maybe I should have done coffee first, video second, but I appreciate you being along for the ride this morning. If I missed any comments, I'm just going to double check that. It looks like Peter was the only one, so good morning, friends. We will catch you a little later this evening. I'm sure we'll have more news to discuss as training camps get underway across the NHL over the next 24 hours. I'm up on out of here.